Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some organic and natural makeup and also a little bit of skincare. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I have been doing some research in the past week or two about some just toxic and harmful things that are in the makeup and other products that we use on a daily basis. And why I'm not 100% perfect with anything, I thought I'd just kind of clean up my beauty routine a little bit with my skincare and my makeup as best that I can and try and switch out a few products that I normally use that aren't the greatest for your skin, for your health in general, and kind of have a few different options for that. So I have kind of a full face of basic makeup that I ordered from a couple different brands. And I started off by moisturizing my skin and my under eye area. And I am using for moisturizer the Eminence Organic Skincare. This is their Clear Skin Probiotic Moisturizer. My esthetician actually recommended this brand to me when she did my facial last week, kind of went through and recommended a few products for me. And also she was the reason that I looked into the organic and natural skincare line, saying that some of the chemicals and fillers that are in my makeup could be causing my problems I've been having, which clogged pores, some breakouts and whatnot. So that really intrigued me. So I've done a lot of research and I'm trying to stay away from a few of those toxic chemicals the best that I can and kind of switching over to more organic and healthy alternatives. So I use that all over my face just a little bit, and then I use the Juice Beauty Smoothing Eye Concentrate underneath and around my eyes just to get nice and moisturized to put these products down. So the brand that I want to talk about mostly today is Well People. And this is the brand that I found out is at Target, and I also ordered online. They do samples, which is really awesome. I ordered a few samples from them, and we're going to try a few of those out today. So what we're going to start off with is using their BioTint Multi-Action Face Moisturizer. I ordered a couple different shades to figure out what would suit my skin tone the best, and I have the shade Light. This is SPF 30 with zinc. It says it hydrates with organic coconut, brightens with organic algae complex, rejuvenates with broccoli seed oil, smooths with biopeptides, and corrects with natural sheer tint. So this is kind of just like a regular tinted moisturizer. It says on here, for best results, use your favorite facial serum before application and apply to freshly exfoliated cleansed skin using your fingertips. So I'm going to use my fingertips. My hands are clean. So I'm just going to take this, kind of warm it up between my fingers. And I just have to say that my skin, since getting my facial last week and using some of the products she recommended and also getting a new few things, my skin has just been so much better. I do have some pigmentation, but as far as my breakouts, they're gone, which I'm super thankful for. I was just kind of getting really stressed out about it, which I know stress does not help, but I really do think these products are helping my skin. And if you want like a full skincare routine, I'd be happy to make a video on that too, because I have found some new favorites lately. First off, this is like very thick. I'm trying to think of the consistency that it reminds me of. It's very thick on the skin, and they do make their products with oils, so it's kind of giving a dewy finish, which with most of my other makeup products, I usually stick to a matte finish because I'm a little bit oily. I would say my skin is more combo, oily in my T-zone and kind of dry other places. So this is definitely going to give me that dewy finish rather than a matte finish, which you can always achieve the matte look by adding a powder over all that. So I can definitely tell off the bat that this product is more of a just light coverage. So this would be good if you were just wanting something to wear out in the sun and wanting that SPF protection. Gives a little bit of a wash of color. I wouldn't say that it is really evening out my skin tone or anything like that. You can still see my pigmentation. My skin does look a little bit more like it has more color to it, but as far as coverage, it's very light and kind of dewy, oily. It's drying down a little bit. I'm just going to go over the areas that have a little bit more redness. My cheeks are really red just because I'm like rubbing all this stuff in. Okay, so I have the Tinted Biotint down, and next we're going to go in with our concealer. I did open these and swatch them already. I have the, it is actually called the BioCorrect Multi-Action Concealer. I have light and fair, and what this says, it is an elegant mousse formula. It provides high impact, weightless, pro-level coverage that does not crease. Caffeine depuffs, peptide complex firms skin, algae extract brightens, and organic aloe soothes. And also, I thought it's really cute on here. It says no nasties. It says no parabens, DEA, phenooxyethanol, petrochemicals, artificial colors, fragrance, sulfate, propylene glycol, GMOs, phthalates, dimethicone, nanoparticles, EDTA. So just a little rundown of some of the toxic chemicals that you can come across. Which, as far as silicones, like dimethicone is a silicone. I know that other organic cleaner beauty products do have silicones in them yet. I don't think there's a lot of research on harmful effects, or some people think it can clog their pores, which my esthetician actually told me that the silicones could be causing my clogged pores along my chin. So I'm kind of just feeling it out a little bit, seeing if using these products, staying away from that, will help with it. So I'll let you know. So we're going to go in with the concealer that is light. Or no, not light. We'll use fair. And I'm just taking the tiniest bit, and I'm going to go under my eyes with that because I do like a highlighted look under there. It does have a little bit of a pink undertone. And I am using my fingers to apply this. There's a little bit of the same texture of the Biotint moisturizer. Good coverage. I would say like medium coverage, but already you can tell the difference from this side to that side. This is just looks more bright. I definitely agree with that. Non-creasing, not so much. My eyelids and my under eyes crease like no other anyways though, so every concealer that I use creases. I usually take concealer along my eyelids, so that's what we're going to do today too. I'm not going to do any eyeshadow or anything like that, so I'm just going to make sure that that's covered. So this eye compared to that one, I just look more bright on this side. So definitely brightening, but it's very creamy. It's very, I know all of these products are oil-based, so it just has that dewy texture to it. So I'm definitely going to set this because, yeah, it's already creasing. Okay. And we're going to go to the other side of my face. Has a funny smell. I have a couple of other organic products, and it's just common with that is it'll give off a little bit of a smell just because there's no fragrance in it. Nothing like that to give that fake smell. And some makeup products they have too kind of smell like plastic or something like that. But those are like the drugstore makeups, just the regular kinds that I've noticed. Like my Wet n Wild has an awful scent. But this smells more like plants, if that makes sense. So not like a toxic chemical smell, which I can get used to this. That's not a big deal. Again, going over my eyelid. Yeah, that is like so creasing. I'm gonna try and set up a little bit more so you guys can see this possibly. But it's like really creasing right along through there where my eyelids normally hang over. Okay, so we definitely brightened up the under eye areas. And next I'm gonna take the shade Light in that same concealer, and I'm just gonna kind of go over where I have some pigmented spots from like acne scars, and trying to cover up some redness too. A little goes a long way. So definitely here around my chin is where I like to have coverage. There's just one thing I can say is switching over to some of these natural products and organic skincare definitely has helped with just the texture of my skin and the way my makeup applies. I've noticed a really big difference. Going over a little bit of the redness on my cheeks. Wow, a little goes a long way. I'm gonna get my beauty blender or my Real Technique sponge on my cheeks and kind of blend that out. Yeah, that works well with the sponge. Holy creasing. You see that? All right, so just going over those areas, and then I'll go a little bit on my forehead where I went in with some foundation earlier. It's still a little bit red to me. And I'm just going to take this all over my face to dab any extra product that's on there. So far we have more of a light coverage. It looks like it could be buildable with the Biotint moisturizer, but I don't know if I would want to build it up because it's still kind of really dewy and it feels thick, kind of. Okay, so I ordered a few powders from Well People, and I thought that I did good getting my my skin color, but the colors that I ordered were way too dark. I'm really pale right now. I don't have any self-tan on, and I've tried to stay out of the sun a lot, so the powders just didn't work, and I don't want to review it and make myself look orange. So I am going to try and get another sample of that and just get the correct color, and then hopefully test that out a little bit. But yeah, this is really creasing underneath here. So some of the powders out there that I've researched, a lot of natural ones that you're going to find are going to be like a mineral powder, and you will rarely find a pressed powder. A lot of the pressed powders contain talc and other kinds of chemicals, but talc is one of those chemicals that you want to look out for unless the company that you're buying it from, you know, reports that they're using asbestos-free talc, and that's the main thing with the talc powder, is having that possibility of being tainted with asbestos, and that's related to cancer and whatnot. If you go down, look through your makeup bag and just see how much stuff that talc is in, and just Google some of the stuff that's on there. It'll really shock you, and it scares me, but I haven't completely thrown that stuff away yet. I'm just gonna try and wean out of it, but I'm pretty sure that this does have talc. Pull off this label here and see if the ingredients are on the bottom. So this is what I'm using. I guess I should say what it is. Oh, it does not. It does not. This is the Burt'S mattifying powder foundation with bamboo. I was hesitant on Burt'S. I didn't know exactly how natural and stuff this brand was as far as some of the other chemicals compared to these other organic brands. But honestly, I think they're pretty good. So this is their, they just came out with a whole bunch of makeup. Foundation, powder foundation, blushes, and everything. They actually have a lot of lip products too. And I bought the mattifying powder, I bought the foundation, which I'll probably save for a different review, and I bought their blush. So I'll be using those today, and they are talc free. So this is a mattifying powder, a shine control powder foundation for a fresh look with buildable coverage that smooths and evens tone to bring out your best self naturally. So yeah, I'm actually impressed. This is at the drugstore. It's actually pretty pricey. I think my foundation was like $14, and that was on sale. And this was, the powder foundation was the same price. So I'm just gonna take my Real Technique sponge and go along the powder, and we are going to set the under eye with that. The powder color that I got is in vanilla, and it's a little lighter than my skin tone, which I'm okay with because I always bronze up, and I like to have a lighter powder for underneath my eyes. So this is what it looks like. Has a little honeycomb design on it, which I think is really cute, and the packaging is just really cute as well. It does come with a mirror on there if you like that. Okay, so just going in and setting that to get rid of the creasing. And kind of anywhere that I applied. the concealer. I like doing this with a Real Technique sponge and just kind of pressing in. I did that with my other loose powders too, like my Laura Mercier. I would just kind of press that into the skin. I feel like that really sets in the makeup really well. And then I do lightly buff my skin with a brush and the powder as well. One thing I'm noticing is with the Tinted moisturizer, my brush is kind of like catching along my face. I mean, that is like the dewiness. I just tried to use the back of that as a mirror. This is looking really pretty. I'm actually really impressed. So overall, my coverage right now, I'd say is like medium with everything on. Next, I'm going to go in with a bronzer from Well People. This is a little bit of a red tint to it. I'm just going to kind of tap that off. It is a mineral bronzer. It is called their Bio Bronzing Powder, bronzer powder. Just a little orange, a little red. I haven't looked at a lot of pressed powders. I think I have a couple samples coming from a few different brands. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Just gives a little warmth. It does have a little shimmer to it, but it's not looking like glittery on my face or anything like that. It'll just take some getting used to. But I feel like I have a good color on my face right now. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the Burt'S blush. Sorry, loud. And this is in the shade Shy Pink. And this is really pretty as well. Has that honeycomb texture on there. Oh, wow. That is pigmented. That is really good color payoff. I'm impressed. Very good. Okay, next we're going to mascara. And the mascara that I have is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear. This funky tube. I'm going to curl my lashes. Okay. This is just in black. Ultra black. I'm gonna have to use my mirror. It's not bad. You can see that my concealer is creasing a little bit. I'm actually impressed. It's really lengthening and it separates the lashes. It has like that plastic applicator, which I'm not usually a fan. It kind of reminds me of the CoverGirl Lash Blast. I just hope the mascara doesn't like settle or transfer onto my under eyes, which I have a feeling that it might. I'm going to go in with a second coat just to see if we can build up some volume. I think it looks really good. So far I'm liking it. There's no weird. Yeah, it smells a little weird. It smells a little weird. All right, and then there's that. I'm gonna go back in with my powder and kind of touch up where I had some creasing. That creased up quite a bit on my, quite a bit. Maybe not use so much product next time. And it's already creasing under my eyes too again. This might be just like a trial and error concealer. The coverage was really good, but just the creasing in the eyelid. Okay, so I think that is it. I did my eyebrows before because I haven't found a powder yet. I haven't ordered one. I know there are a lot of pencils. I know Burt's has a pencil. I don't think they have a powder. There was a brand, it was called Lily Lolo. They did have a powder, and I think I'm going to try ordering that in a sample or something and try that out, because I did use my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder to fill those in today, and I just love that one. So overall, I really like the look. I feel like you can still see my skin still, and it's not like caked on or anything like that. The only part that I do not like is the creasing, which I might just have to keep a compact with me and just make sure that that gets touched up a little bit throughout the day. But other than that, mascara was really good. I highly recommend that one. And the blush, like, great color payoff on the blush. I really like that. I think they have 2 other shades, which I might be purchasing those. And I really do like this mattifying powder. I feel this one's a good one to just kind of throw in my bag. It does come with a little sponge too. You can just kind of touch up where you need to. And I do kind of like the finish that this makeup gave me. Just looks glowing. And it has SPF, so I can wear this outside. I feel like it might kind of sweat off, just the fact that it's creasing so much. But overall, I feel like everything was a good match to my skin tone and everything. And I'm excited to have found some products that are natural and look good. Staying powder, we'll have to test that out and see how that goes. But yeah, so far I really enjoyed everything, and I might be doing a review of the Burt's foundation along with all these other products from Burt's that I used. Might grab the brow pencil, and again, let me know if you want in a skincare routine morning and night, and I can definitely do that for you as well. So I hope this kind of informed you a little bit about some natural organic makeup, and that you're interested in it like I was. If you have skin issues, trying this stuff out to see if switching over some of your products at least will help, you know, balance your skin a little bit. I feel like mine definitely has been helping. So hope this was informative for you and that you enjoyed the final look that we got using these natural and organic products.